Howdy, everybody. Welcome back. What's up? What's going on? What's the 411? All right. I'm sorry. So we're going to be doing some meals to make when you're broke. And I'm talking about for real. I was thinking about this the other day. Like, seriously, things to make when you're broke and you just got a bunch of random stuff in your house. And I started thinking about things that I used to make a lot growing up. So I'm going to share those with you. I've never shared these with you before. And these were my go-tos. When we were broke, we didn't have any money, and we just had to put random stuff together. And this, my friends, is incredibly realistic because this is a true story. This is based off true events. So, let's get to it. Let's make some food for when you're broke. And by the way, it's mighty tasty too. Let's go. So do you have just random little sachets of potato flakes? My mom never made fresh potatoes. My dad did. My mama didn't. I mean, we always had just a little bit of potato flakes laying around. So, I'm going to show you some real good tater cakes that me and my sisters used to make just because we were hungry. Now, right now, you're going to gather up a couple things. Do you have an egg? Grab you an egg if you got an egg. If you don't have an egg, use some oil. Oil will work. Or butter, melted butter. That'll work too because that solidifies. I'm going to use an egg. Now, do you have random cheese laying around? It can be any kind of cheese. You can get the plastic cheese, the American cheese. You can get just a little half pack of mozzarella. Whatever cheese you have, you can use it for this. Flour. If you don't have flour and you have pancake mix, you can use pancake mix. Do you have a box of cake mix? You can use a box of cake mix. You can use anything for this, okay? I'm telling you. It's easy. If you have an onion, you can even dice up onions and throw in an onion. But I don't want to dice up an onion tonight. Plus, Ryder won't eat it. So I'm not doing the onion, but you could if you wanted to. Alrighty. Take whatever amount of taters you have. Tater flakes, that is. And we're going to pour it in a bowl. There's 1 cup of water. I almost called it milk. 1.5 cups of water total. Do you have milk? You can put milk in this if you got it. I'm not going to use milk. My, these little tater flakes smell good. What flavor is that? It just says home mashed. Just make sure you mix it up, okay? And it's going to be looking thick like this, but that's good. Now, if you have an egg, throw your egg in. If you don't have an egg and you're using melted butter, toss about 2 tablespoons of melted butter in there. I say that's about 1.5 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to go in with another 1.5 tablespoons. So we got 3 tablespoons of flour in there. I might have to add more. I don't know. Cheese. Add your cheese. However much cheese you want. If you're using the plasticky cheese, rip it up in little pieces and throw it in here. Let's mix this up real good, okay? Tootie-tot. A tootie-tot. A tootie-tot-tot. Oops. I almost forgot. Gotta put some salt in them taters. And I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper because y'all already know I love some pepper. If you want to get fancy with this and you have some bacon pieces, throw in some bacon pieces. You can do lots of things with this. Okay, now I'm gonna check the texture. When it makes a good patty, that's when we know we got the right consistency going on. So you're going to pat it out. Oh, yep, it makes a patty. That's a good one. I'll put some oil in a pan, a non-stick pan. At least it's supposed to be. I'm going to heat it up. If you don't have any oil, you can use butter. If you don't have either, just get your non-stick and kind of make it like a pancake. Patty out your little tater mixture. This is what I like to do. We're going to put it in that oil. Flip them once it starts getting a little crusty. When they start getting this little golden brown color on top, that's when I think they're perfect. But you can fry these until it gets the color you like. Fry up the rest of them. There we go. Here is our poor man tater cakes. Do you have bacon pieces and sour cream? Put it on top of these. Do you have ranch? Dip it in some ranch. Ketchup? Dip it in ketchup. You can do lots of things with these little tater cakes. They're so delicious. They're good on their own. Sprinkle a little bit of salt on top. Boom! Tater cake. Break it apart. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh. Who's broke? I don't know. These are so good. These are so good. So good. And all the ingredients is just random stuff you probably already have in your house. You never thought to put together to make something out of. These are good. These are so good. You need to try them. Okay, Ryder, come and taste tater cakes. Daddy, come and taste my tater cakes.
I don't have to. They're good.
But
I'll eat them. Huh?
delicious.
Best thing.
Like, if I made these, could you tell that we were broke? Like, if I made them because we were broke and it's the only stuff that we had in the house, could you tell we were broke? It tastes like...
This is made with the scrumptious breakfast. It's not... I mean, this is a top-end item.
But it's from just random stuff we have in the house. Like, cheap tater flakes that we just got, a random egg, bits and pieces of leftover cheese.
Delicious.
Next, we're going to be making Brooke's poor man tuna melts. I call it poor man tuna melts because I was a poor lady. Last time I made these, honestly, last time I made these, I was probably 17 years
Hey,
old.
they call it poor lady tuna melts.
Poor lady tuna melts. All right. So, if you have the ingredients in your home to make a tuna salad that's like spicy, you know, all the onions and stuff that you put in it, go ahead and make that. But we were lucky to have that kind of stuff growing up. So this is how I did it. Of course, you don't really have bread. You just have whatever buns lying around. Like, it's so odd. Like, loaf bread back then was a hot dog and a hamburger bun. But also at the same time, you were out of loaf bread, but you had hamburger buns. It was like this weird thing that you went through. So, just because this is what happened most of the time when I made tuna melts, use random hamburger buns that you have in the back of your cabinet that you almost forgot about, and you gotta hurry and use them before they go moldy. So that's what we're using. Because I need to do that. I need to use these before they go bad. You got some tuna? I cannot tell you how many times growing up, we just had a random can of tuna sitting in the cabinet. I don't know why. It was always there, and we always used it. And you're going to need some mayo. But you know what? If you don't have mayo for this, I have done it before without anything but salt and pepper. And it works. So let's make some poor lady tuna melts. random just to show y'all that those tater cakes are about done. They're about all gone. There's one left. Let's get started on these tuna melts. You're gonna throw in the tuna, however much tuna you have. I'm gonna use 2 cans. But if you only have 1 can, just use 1 can. This tuna ain't gonna be fancy, y'all. We're putting a couple pinches of salt and a couple pinches of pepper. You got mayonnaise? Throw the mayonnaise in there. And that's all I want to put in this. Like I said, if you have the ingredients to make a fancier tuna salad, if that's what you prefer, go ahead and do it. Add your onions, your tomatoes, your pickles, your whatever you put in your tuna salad, go ahead. But basic is good too. So don't fret if this is all you have. Because I promise, we actually prefer it just plain like this. Just a little extra pepper and wham, bam, you got something great. A little bit more mayo. Also, if you don't have any mayonnaise, you could go into a restaurant and ask them if you can have some mayo packets. They'll give it to you for free. Unless it's McDonald's, but you know. Okay, this is the consistency that I like personally. Go ahead and turn that oven on broil on low. It don't take long for these things. And what we did, we halved it like this. Okay. Now we're just going to pile that tuna we made on top. Welpy. What kind of cheese do you have in your house? That'll work. I'm going to throw plasticky American cheese on some of these. And I'm going to put some mozzarella on the rest of these. Because that's what I have. And I want to put this in the oven on broil, the low setting for broil, and just wait till all this cheese is melted. It was done in 5 minutes. That's the mozzarella cheese tuna melts, and here is that plastic American cheese, which honestly, that's probably going to be bomb. Tuna melt time, Daddy. Do you want American cheese or mozzarella cheese?
I want mozzarella cheese.
Ray, which one do you want?
I want this one.
Okay. Let everybody know if it's gross. Whatever, you know. Ooh. That's nice.
That's pretty good.
What do you think?
Good.
What do you think, Daddy?
Good.
You like tater cakes better?
Oh,
I
I mean, this is good though.
dropped my tuna.
Very good.
You dropped your tuna! This is awesome. And it's just random ingredients that you have in your house. Throw it together, you got a good meal.
Maybe we can take the foul.
I forgot to show y'all up close what it looks like. I'm a goofy goober. There it is. It's delicious. You don't have to be broke to try these. These are just good. But these are some meals that me and my sisters made back in my childhood when we were broke. When we just had random ingredients and we threw these together. I have a lot more where these came from. So if you want to see more of these meals to make when you're broke, meals from my childhood, give me a big thumbs up and let me know. Okay, I love you guys. I will see you next video. Remember, as always, be positive and kind and happy to love you. I love you so much. Bye.